The Jupiter Boys is recording.
Welcome to the Jupiter Boys. That one had a different kind of rhythm to it than usual.
Right? Usually it's got kind of like is it just recording?
Yeah.
But this one is just like, is it recording?
Yeah.
Like it's just like, end it.
So,
just end it.
to I guess extend on that, we are the Jupiter Boys. We're two boys from the planet Jupiter, and each week we get together and have stupid conversations.
So you can sit on your ass.
Exactly.
That's gonna be in the new one.
Yeah, because that's good because then it's like less like we're ripping it off. Also, did you hear that Carrie Poppy proposed to her boyfriend Drew Spears on an episode of a podcast?
That's amazing.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't expect anything.
It was pretty
less
adorable.
from
It was like in like
Poppy.
the last 2 minutes of the podcast too. It was pretty great.
I love that.
So each week we flip a coin of truth to decide who goes first in the topic-a-thon. By the way, sorry there wasn't an episode a little while back.
Yeah.
Just got lazy.
It happens.
Yeah, and so Quinn, would you like the logo side or the plaque side?
I would like the plaque side, please.
Oh, it's the plaque side.
It's the plaque side. So, Jim.
Yes.
As you know, we are recording in the month of October.
Yeah, it's spoopy month.
It's spoopy month.
You know, it's going to be funny if we do our like Halloween spooptacular and we have to record it separately. We have to like both record it in the dark.
Yeah,
and then it's going to be
we
even
have to do it at
creepier.
night.
That is going to be even creepier because we can't see each other.
We have to do it like after like 6 p.m. because it right now it's just getting dark at 6 p.m.
Yeah, we should do it like we should do this one with it. Actually, oh my god, I just had a great idea. We could so Podbean, the people that we host our podcast with, they just introduced a service where you can now do a live podcast.
Ooh, nice.
So we should just like pick a night near Halloween.
Yeah.
And
get
you
together.
And I can do it. I can do a live episode.
A live one. Sorry, there's a truck in the background there. You might pick that up on the microphone.
Yeah, I can pick up a lot of things. I can hear a truck on my side too. Fuck.
We just live in very populated areas. And
just trucky areas. All trucked up.
Not even populated areas. Never mind. So my topic today, I wanted to take some spoopy movies, some classic spoopy movies.
Yeah.
And I want to do the whole what Hollywood is doing has been doing for the last, I don't know, 10 years.
You want to remake them.
I want to remake them, but I want to update them for the 21st century. And sometimes it can be like a soft reboot because like I really appreciate what Halloween did, for example, the new Halloween, which was written by David Gordon Green and fucking Danny McBride. Ridiculously, and I really like what it. Yeah, I really like what it did, but it just ignored all the sequels.
I haven't seen it. I'm not a big horror film person,
yes.
So I didn't see that one, and I didn't see any of the originals because it's just not my thing. I've seen a few like classic horror movie, like I've seen like a few of the Nightmare on Elm Streets. I've seen some.
Nightmare on Elm Street's classic. He just like calls
the 13th.
He just calls teenagers bitches and chases after them in their dreams.
They definitely play that up in Rick and Morty more than it actually is, though.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, he definitely does call people bitches, but I
mean, so I wanted to take first of all, Halloween because I mean they've already done that, so I don't know if we can really touch on Halloween too much. Even though it is the
November 1st, like the sequel to Halloween.
It just has like Michael Myers like doing all his chores,
his taxes,
and like yeah,
it's like I killed 6 students this year. How much does that mean I owe to the government?
But I'd like to make it like a gritty style documentary of like Michael getting ready to hibernate for the year until Halloween again, like. He like, you know, he's like
and
Michael,
getting all and he's like super depressed too.
Yeah,
like this is like the worst period for him. Like it's just like, well, you know, the busy season's over. All year I look forward to it. Now it's 364 days to go.
And like, there's like a podcast made it of it later. Like Michael was really struggling with the way he was feeling. He knew that it was going to be a while till he could stab some teenagers again.
And now break from Nature Box with peanut butter nom-noms.
But like, seriously, Michael doesn't like, it's very simple. He doesn't like people who have sex. He doesn't like teenagers. And he doesn't like, and he's actually...
So he's just a conservative. He's just a baby boomer, really.
Basically. And I feel like in this version of Halloween that I'm pitching is I'm going to go the whole. He doesn't even start killing people. He starts running to be the president of the United States of America. And it works. Somehow it works.
Well, I mean, if Trump can get elected, anyone can, right?
The boomers are like, I'm behind him. I know he stabbed 100 teenagers.
He kills people the way I wish I could kill people.
I know he stabbed 100 teenagers, but they are having sex premaritally. And that just can't be allowed.
Premaritally.
Premaritally.
I love that adverb. Okay, so...
I also want to just pitch another one real quick. I want to update Freddy Krueger, which is Nightmare on Elm Street, and I want to make him invade people's VR games.
Oh, yeah.
Which would just be, like, super easy to do because, like, he could just go into any game you're playing. Or even just, like, regular games. Like, it starts with the regular game, and then he's just like, oh, I don't really want to play regular games anymore.
Right.
There's, like, this weird glitch on my PlayStation, so he gets
like
the VR.
That kind of crosses, does, like, kind of a crossover between something like The Ring, where she's, like, inhabits, like, a VHS, like, it's a cursed VHS that has, like, the ghost of
well, it's
Samara.
also, like, the Necromonicon, or
Necronomicon?
Necronomicon, yeah, it is. It sounds like a convention.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to Necronomicon.
I'm live from Necronomicon.
We've got some curses. We've got some zombies.
We've got, like, 6 Grim Reapers here. Guys, how you doing? Awesome.
I'm doing pretty alright. I've killed like 6 teenagers today. It's pretty
awesome. What would I remake? So, are we limiting ourselves to horror movies at this point?
Well, you could do horror show. Well, I mean, well, I want to keep it kind of spoopy, you know.
We gotta keep it spoopy for spoop month.
Yeah.
What about something like?
The Babadook is already a modern horror movie, and it's great.
Yeah.
So,
the Babadook is fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna touch the Babadook. Because,
you should watch Hereditary too. Did you watch Hereditary?
Yeah, we watched Hereditary. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. It's very unsettling. You feel unsettled the entire movie.
I like. It's funny because like I called like almost the whole plot, like everything but like one tiny aspect from like 10 minutes in.
Yeah.
And then like the other part of it, I called like, like another 20 minutes in. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I got it.
Wow.
It was so funny because like, was like, oh, I gotta have to bleep that out. But my partner was like, what? I didn't see that coming at all. And I was just like, oh yeah, I saw that coming. Like, I even said it too.
I saw the grandma being, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was obvious. Like,
super
that was like,
obvious.
Yeah, that was, right out in your face.
Soup's off.
But let me think about it. Well, I mean, like, and we've done this before, but like, what about the sort of the classic horror movie baddies? Like
right.
your Dracula.
Your Dracula is definitely on Tinder. It's definitely on all the dating apps.
Well, like, it's funny because they did. I think it was Wes Craven even who did a Dracula 2000.
Yeah,
and that was a pretty garbage movie, but it had some pretty amazing bits, and it had Omar Epps, who later went on to be in House. Yep. It had Danny McBride. No, not Danny McBride. Danny McMasterson or whatever, the guy from that 70s show.
Danny Masterson, yeah. Although, I believe he was like they proved that he didn't do it or something. I don't know.
There's several women have like accused him of violent rape.
Oh, well, then he's a garbage person.
Yeah.
He was in it too. Omar Epps. I remember who else was in that.
I can't remember who played the main vampire dude.
Oh,
I can't remember who played Dracula.
Oh, wasn't it Jonathan Rhys Meyers?
I don't think so, but I'm gonna look it up right now. I think he has played a version of Dracula.
Oh yeah, he was in Dracula. No, not him in Dracula Untold. It was the fucking what's his name there, Gaston from the new Beauty and the Beast. It's pretty good.
Who is it? It's let's see. It's Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler is what?
Yeah, and you know what else is they like do like a kind of an interesting take on it, in that he's actually Judas Iscariot, and like that's the myth of Dracula, and that like when Judas betrayed Jesus, he was paid in silver, which is why Dracula has an aversion to silver. And he tried to hang himself, but the rope broke and he like couldn't die, and so he became like immortal and like cursed to walk the world forever, and that's why he hates like religious iconography.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's
it was kind of an interesting take. I liked it.
I fucking
yeah.
haven't seen that movie in years. We used to watch that all the time.
Exactly. And like you could do that with basically all of them. I mean, like they've redone The Mummy to death, and let's never go there
Never
again.
go The Mummy. Frankenstein is going to be hard to do too. And because
Why?
they've done that a few times. They did the Aaron Eckhart I Frankenstein or the
I didn't
that was
see
bad.
I didn't see it.
So bad. Like,
Was it?
oh, dude, it's terrible.
Oh dear.
I tried to watch it, and it
What
was
about
just...
a new Wolfman movie?
The Wolfman, yeah.
We haven't had a new werewolf movie in some time.
But there was that Benicio del Toro Wolfman.
But that was back in, like,
2009.
What?
Yeah. It was like
No.
2009, dude. Yeah. Benicio del Toro was in an updated version with Anthony Hopkins. Fucking, like, I think Charlize Theron was in that or some shit.
What?
It's wild, yeah. Yeah, man. Wolfman was done pretty recently.
2010.
Yeah.
It was a
I knew
remake.
It was around that, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, they've done, like, a bunch of things to death. So it's hard to, like, I even come up with anything. I had another one, too. And it was...
What about The Creature from the Black Lagoon? They could redo that one.
Oh, yeah.
They
and
haven't,
they can
like, touched that.
Oh, and Guillermo del Toro would have to do it.
And show the boner. And that's the end of the topic.
Yes, please show the monster dick.
Please show the fish dick.
He did the dick. He did the monster dick.
I love fish sticks. All right, so let's... I'm not a gay fish. Fuck, that's like my favorite South Park joke of all time. Did you ever see that episode?
No.
Okay,
that
so,
sounds like such a South Park joke.
So Stan comes up with, I can't remember, I think it's Stan, but Stan comes up with a joke where it's just like, do you like fish sticks? It's like, yeah. Do you like fish sticks in your mouth? Yeah. What are you, a gay fish? No, Jimmy comes up with it. And so then like they just keep spreading it around, and eventually like who does it? I think like what's his name? George Lopez, the guy with the talk show.
Yeah.
He does it on his show, and then like he claims to have invented the joke or whatever, and then he does it on Kanye. And Kanye's like, no, I'm not a gay fish. And, like, everybody's just like, no, but Kanye, like, you know, get it, like, fish sticks. And he's just like, yeah, I get it, fish sticks, but I'm not a gay fish. And, like, he just, like, does not get it. And so then, like, he eventually, like, kills George Lopez for starting the joke. Like literally murders him. He's just like, fuck you, I'm not a gay fish. And then, like, finally, like, at the very end of the episode, and this is a huge spoiler to anybody who wants to watch it, but he, like, has a press conference, and he's like, I realized the truth, I've come out, I am a gay fish. And then he, like, does, like, a music video where he's like, I'm a motherfucking gay fish. It's so fucking good. Quinn, can you tell me what time it is?
Smoke break. Featuring bubbling noises.
Yeah, that's the bong. Or my cauldron.
Ooh, he's cooking up some spook juice. I don't.
Spook juice is what I call it when I have an orgasm and get scared at the same time. Okay,
How often does that happen to you?
I mean, like 1 out of every 7 times, probably.
Okay.
Not like all the time, but you know, enough. So Quinn, it's actually an excellent transition because we're gonna dip a little bit into Jim's naughty bits.
Ooh.
And
I didn't hear the effect, but somehow in my head I heard the effect.
Nice. It's strange that you don't hear it. I would think that you would, but anyway. Anyway, my naughty bits. I was thinking about like porn innovations. Like, and not just like, and like we've done this bit to death, kind of. But I'm just saying, like, there's some things that I've found, and like that I've just like, you know, worked into my porn flow, you know, into my strategy when I sit down to really just like, you know, crank one out just to bait.
Yeah.
Which
I do. I do quite a bit.
Yes,
just
who
bait
doesn't?
for fun. Yeah.
Who doesn't? It's self-care. It's like, honest to God, like I think like masturbation is super important for everybody's health. But one thing that I've thought, like, I've just taken to like next levelness, and like I know you're not the same way with me. See, you're a lot more, at least from what you've told me, you're a lot more random with your selections for pornography. Like you just like jump on the World Wide Web and you're like, all right, let's see what we got, and you just start browsing, right?
And I have certain links, and I have certain ones that are my favorites that I kind of like return to. And
fair enough.
But mostly it's like it's per night I kind of search a different thing so that I can keep it fresh.
But see, for me, Like see my like I have my favesies that I just like know will do it for me, and like a lot of the time when I sit down to crank one out, I'm not in for a like you know, sometimes I am, but I'm not usually in for like an internet adventure where I'm like trying to like find the perfect, you know, like the One Ring. So most of the time like I have my favesies, right? And when I get a favesy, like when I find one that I like really like, I go and I find it in like 1080p. And I like,
nice.
you know what I mean? Like I download like the pristine version, like in surround sound with
you
like
go and
perfect...
get the torrent of it.
Oh
shit.
yeah. I like exactly. Like I literally go and grab like the most high def version of it I can.
That's
and
amazing.
then here's the innovation. Here's where I think everybody is sleeping, and you need to get on my level. You take that file, you throw it up on Google Drive. Now you've got streamable porn, son, of your favorite scenes from wherever you are.
But I've already got streamable porn from.
I know, but
from
you've got
Chromecast and stuff.
But now you've got a high def version that you can access from wherever you are in the world.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's not the
cloud.
5. It's not the 5-minute version. It's probably like the 29-minute.
Oh yeah,
version.
no, it's like it's a full length version, right?
Yeah.
And
Because
so
like sometimes I don't want a full length version. Sometimes I want to like usually
you
I'm
can
like
still skim through it, bro.
Yeah,
You can
you
still
can't.
skim through
Yeah, I'd
your
skim.
fave part.
sometimes I even watch the full thing. I don't even give a fuck, man.
Nope.
I just enjoy the story.
Sometimes I like a good story, but yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like have like a big like a nice like library of porn in the cloud, just accessible from wherever.
Well, that's
Like, you just
that's
pop
a
in your-
genius idea, Jim. Is what
Yeah.
if we made Netflix for porn?
Well, we've already made Netflix for porn.
have?
I think we literally have an episode called Netflix for porn.
No, we have the porn curators. I don't know if we
No,
have
like,
the Netflix for
we
porn.
we have I have definitely pitched Netflix for porn.
Why
on
isn't
this
it a thing yet? Why can't I pay a subscription service?
I'm sure there
to
is
get-
some like I bet you like Brazzers or like some like Vivid or like one of those companies had and there's Pornhub like there's the Pornhub subscription one like where you can
Right.
get like a pro Pornhub
But because
account or whatever.
Pornhub owns every site, so you're good if you get Pornhub.
Yeah, exactly. Like you better just jump on Pornhub because like it's where it's at. And
I
like,
actually bought porn the other day for the
What?
first time in a while. Well,
Where?
I bought not the other day, like a couple months ago. I bought like a subscription to like a
it's
site.
premium content,
Mwah.
man. It
Mwah.
can like it can make
Mwah.
a difference. What's like is it so specific that it would be like
Yeah, oh yeah, it's like it's completely like it would give it away.
okay.
Who I am.
Okay, never mind then.
You probably can guess what kind of porn it is, but
It's MILF porn, isn't it?
nope,
Really?
nope. Yeah.
Is it curvy girl porn?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes,
That's good, though.
absolutely. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good. Was it like from like a specific provider, like one person, or was it from like a network?
I think it's like a network. I think it
Okay,
came
cool.
with a couple other sites. I only used it for like a couple days, and then I kind of got a little bit bored.
It's super funny because you haven't paid your phone bill, but
No. That was months ago. And that was when I was paying my phone bill.
okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that was before the troubles.
Here's another innovation that I've seen. This one isn't mine, but
Hmm.
I think it's kind of genius. I'm pretty sure. So I don't know the details of this, and so if you know the details of this, please write into the show because I'm so lazy as to not want to do any research. But I believe the makers of the Fleshlight have come up with this new device. It's called the Quick Shot, and what it is, so I believe what it is. Have you ever seen those things like? You ever seen when somebody's driving like posts into the ground and they have like a big cylinder with like two handles on the side and like one end closed off, and then they just like put it over the post and they just like drop it down hard because it's like kind of heavy.
Yeah.
You ever see that thing? Like
Yeah.
it just kind of like drives something into the ground. It's like a big like fucking I don't know like post hammer. So it kind of looks like that, but it's got like kind of a see-through like inside, like it doesn't have like the full cylinder filled out.
Right.
And then it's got like kind of a, I guess like a motorized thing inside that holds your Fleshlight kind of device. And so
Okay.
you hold this thing to your junk. Okay. Like you hold it like, like your junk is the post on this, post hammer, and the like the Fleshlight just automatically like on machines goes up and down and basically fucks your dick.
Whoa! Does it like
and-
sync up to the videos and stuff?
Well, and here's the thing. I don't know if it syncs up. I'm pretty sure it does because I'm pretty sure like they've like worked with something. Like I'm like it's so.
Well, they would just like listen to the smack, 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 and then it would just like find.
Well,
that
exactly. Well, I
rhythm.
mean, like you would have to sync it up with certain ones they'd already programmed it to, right? Like
Yeah.
you'd have to like buy their preset, files that you would just be like, all right, play this file, and then it would sync up and do like the thing, right?
There was a sex toy I was looking into with an ex-girlfriend of mine that is like a Wi-Fi enabled sex toy that
Yeah.
like basically does the same thing on either side, like
Oh yeah, like a long distance relationship one, yeah.
It's so cool. We were
Yeah,
like
that's
looking
pretty
into
neat.
it, and I was like,
But yeah, so this thing has like a holder for your phone that sits on the top of it, right? So you just like hold it there. The porn is like right there as you're
Oh,
watching.
nice.
And then I'm pretty sure it syncs up with the video too. So like it's like you're in the thing. And then you could put that thing on VR too, and then you're just
Then
there.
you're
there.
golden.
You're basically just like a cyborg at that point.
Yeah, you don't need people if you have that.
Yeah. Here's something that I have done in the past is have like one video playing, and then while that video is playing, in another tab or in another window, I'm searching for the second video, like for the next video.
Oh
So
my
it's
God.
like, yeah.
You're making a day of it.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, like I'm not spending a ton of time, but I'm just like if I'm into the mood for searching, I'm like,
Right.
okay, I'll put this one on, and then while this one's playing, I'm gonna be looking for something else.
So you just hear it.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's like audio.
Well, I mean, like I'm still kind of watching it. It's still on the screen.
Porn innovations, I feel like if you added a certain extra layer to porn, I feel like that would be successful. Like
Okay.
I feel like there's something missing in
There's
porn.
something, and I mean, like they're trying to get like the junk, the tactical level, right?
Right.
But what if they had, and like the funniest thing is like I've seen some like strokers or whatever, like like masturbating machines, like fake vaginas or whatever,
Yeah.
that now are like voice activate, or like they have like voices in them now, like they
have,
like
Alexa
have
in them,
recordings. No,
basically?
like they just have recordings, so like it's like the porn star's voice, like making like sex noises, right?
Oh my God, that's genius.
It's pretty smart, and it like reacts to like the feel of the thing. Like you hit a button inside, obviously with your junk, and it like triggers the voice, which is like
Jesus,
it's pretty hilarious and smart. But what I was thinking is
genius.
like, what if like what if you had one that squirted on you,
Oh.
and like what if you had one?
They already
that-
have those. They have sex toys that
I'm
like
sure they do, and like a
come.
self-lubricating one, like one
Ooh,
that like
yeah.
as you get going it gets wetter. What about one that like smells, like has like perfumey smell, so that it
Yep.
smells like a lady? And I mean,
Yeah.
like you could do most of these things by just like like fucking MacGyvering up some like some fucking what do you call it, Rube Goldberg style shit.
You take like a flashlight and you've got like string wrapped around it, and it's like a little, like you get like a Dollarama speaker on it. And you have like your phone taped to it, like duct taped to it, and it's like
It's got like attached to like a squirt bottle. It's like aimed right at your face.
and there's like one of these, like there's like a pencil on like a drop pencil thing, and
Yeah.
it's like hitting the play button, so it just like hits the play button.
Okay,
Like,
quick bonus round because we're running out of time. Do you remember the first non sex toy thing that you ever used to masturbate?
yeah, it would be my mattress. I humped the
Okay.
mattress. Yeah.
All right, fair enough. That's old school. Mine
Yeah.
was they used to have these things called like squiggle pens or whatever, and they had like a motor in the end of them that like would like spin, and so it would make your writing squiggly because it would just like it would vibrate the pen. Use that vibrator. I'm a ding dong, and there you go. And that's the end of the topic.
I swear I've used an Xbox 360 controller to do the same thing.
I found game controllers, never have enough vibration.
No, they're too
They're just
too
weak.
light.
Same with phones. They're just weak as hell. All right. Anyway, that's the end of the topic, and you heard that, and I'm sorry about that. Thank you to Christo Graham for the use of our theme music.
Christo Graham is sorry too.
Thank you, Quinn. That one was so soulful. I could feel how sorry he was.
Right.
You can go to our store. It's at thejupiterboys.com/shop. You can actually go to thejupiterboys.com. That's where you can get like old episodes and just like peruse our whole vibe.
You can follow
And-
us on the Twitters.
Yeah, I'm at the Jupiter Boys.
I'm at Quinn Jupiter.
And we're part of the Woodolpha Shark Network. Another show on that network that's pretty fucking nifty is Durf and Dietz.
Yep.
It's a show. It's our boys out east in Newfoundland. And,
Two newfies.
No, you can't say that. We're not allowed to say that.
Really?
That's like a thing that like they're allowed to say. and not
But
us.
I know one of them at work, and he doesn't mind me calling him, but I don't know.
I think it's. I don't think it's a. I
Really?
Think, yeah, I don't think you should be saying that, man.
Well, sorry, boys. If I offended you, I
Newfoundlanders
apologize.
and Labradorians. And so yeah, they're two boys. They really don't give a fuck.
They really
and
don't.
Each week they talk about some fucked up shit, but it's mostly anecdotes and hockey. And,
I know the boys won't mind if I called them that because the boys don't give a fuck what anybody calls them.
No, they're pretty thick-skinned. I mean, then there's Dave Franco's Dream Boys and all that shit, and us, the Jupiter Boys. And you've been listening, and thank you for doing that. There's a new episode every week, so please tune in next week. And until then, shoot those nuts
straight down your gullets. I don't know what the fuck that was, but it wasn't human. Whatever it was.
Whatever it was, it wasn't human.
What dolphin shark?